Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's doing fantastic wherever you are in the world. So, I'm coming at you today with a very important video, perhaps a slightly controversial title, because most of you by now may know that both myself and Eugene have been following a plant based way of eating for very many years, since 2014 now. But I feel very compelled to share with you some of the reasons why I believe you should not try to go vegan. And this might sound counterintuitive, but I see it in my work time and again. Just yesterday, I was reminded of the dangers and pitfalls of trying to go vegan, and they are not what you think they may be, but I still feel compelled to warn you of what may happen. In my experience, personal and especially professional, trying to become vegan will create a level of pressure around this decision, which more often than not is counterproductive. First of all, just the term vegan is a bit of a charged one, right? Because it has some ethical connotations and it has some political connotations around it, and it has some social connotations around it, which make it mean something that goes beyond just what you choose to eat. And this can be a double-edged sword, because all of a sudden it's almost as if you are looking to change your identity and who you are, and you are looking to associate yourself with a certain way of doing things, beyond just what you choose to eat, which may or may not be conducive to your greatest level of health, fitness, well-being, mind, body confidence, and life satisfaction at this precise moment in your life. And therefore, you are essentially trying to take a step which is longer than your legs, as we say in Italy. And you are potentially setting yourself up for greater challenges than you even need to face at this moment in your life. And you are setting yourself up for potentially a sense of not being able to, or not belonging, or failing at it, which will cause you to, instead of doing better, or to give up altogether and not make any improvements whatsoever, because you are going for a bigger shift than you need to at this moment in your life in order to achieve powerful transformations and build positive momentum. So this is not to stigmatize or demonize the term vegan or those who call themselves vegan, or veganism as a movement. Inevitably, I share in on most of the values, but I also know that it can be quite extreme, and some people embrace it in a way that is more extreme than others, and to each their own. But it doesn't work for everybody to go for the full-blown, really extreme shift, which is not just a shift in how you're eating, but a shift in how you're operating in many areas of your life. And I am a big, big fan of small, gradual, incremental improvements. I think when we strive for perfection, we are more likely to fail than when we strive for progress. And because veganism is such a strong label and such a big term that has so many connotations, it is very easy to perceive yourself as not doing it well enough, or not doing enough, or failing at it, and therefore giving up altogether. I see this very often. And it's also very easy to feel like in order to get it right, you need to go all out and implement it in all areas of your life perfectly, and that will create immense pressure and might prevent you from actually making improvements and actually making the shift towards that direction in a way that is manageable, that fits within your lifestyle, and that works for you today. What I find is more conducive, more effective, more useful, and leads to greater results is to start by just shifting towards eating more plants. And this is what we facilitate in our shifts. Not everybody who signs up for a shift with me and Eugene is willing to, or prepared, or ready, or would benefit from going fully plant-based. We don't advocate that. We educate you into learning how to eat more plants to whatever extent that fits within your lifestyle today, to whatever extent that works for you today, without feeling deprived, without feeling like you have to change your entire lifestyle, your identity, the way that you do a gazillion things. Just eat more plants and have fun doing it, and enjoy the process of discovering the power of more plant-based meals and food combinations. And let me tell you, when you approach the shift in that way, you will actually exceed your expectations, because you can't fail at eating more plants. You can't fail at making tiny, small, incremental, and systematic improvements that fit within your lifestyle, and that will lead to immediate gratification through great improvements right away with lesser pressure, and to an overall sense of shifting and improving that is sustainable, that is fun, and that allows you to actually enjoy the process rather than enduring it. So if you are into this global shifting in universal consciousness that is taking place, which will inevitably lead to eating plant-based as a species, I simply encourage you to take tiny steps, small steps in that direction. Learn to eat more plants and learn to have fun doing so. Beware of heavy labels. Beware of trying to fit yourself into a box that might not be perfect for you right now. Beware of striving for perfection rather than progress. Beware of aiming for too many changes all at once, and taking, as we say in Italy, a step that's longer than your legs. Because when you perceive yourself as failing, or when you try and do more than what you should be doing right now to progress, you're very likely to give up, sadly, and not actually shift forward at all, which is unnecessary, Whereas when you set yourself up for success through small, gradual, and sustainable improvements, you will inevitably build momentum that you can then leverage to do better, and then better, and then better. And trust me, I've seen it hundreds of times. You will exceed your own expectations when you approach your shift in that way. So take a moment to digest this little short but powerful video. Please get value from it. Any questions, you know where to find us. You can type yes in the comments. We'll get in touch. You can DM us. And I look forward to touching base again very, very soon. Ciao for now.